Oops. That's what's out there now.
Yeah.
He could probably sit in George's.
Nobody up there talked with him.
And then
See,
that's across the street.
unless he shows up. By then, I think
None
some
of them
people
have
will have
permits.
left.
Okay, so neither one of them,
Yeah.
that's what I want to know, if you knew about the one across the street.
Mm-mm.
Okay.
Yep, so you can't still work here. Two setbacks. Oh, yeah, so.
No, I don't think they're using that one.
4 o'clock. All right, you are before the Board of Zoning Adjustments today seeking special consideration to an ordinance based on special conditions or the literal enforcement of an ordinance will result in an unnecessary hardship for you, or there's been an error in the enforcement of the ordinance. It will require 4 favorable votes from the board to approve any request presented today. Please come forward when your name is called and state your name and address and what you want this board to do. All cases will be called in the docketed order. After your case has been heard and decided, you're free to leave. Please call the roll. If you want to wait,
You're last, anyway.
Okay, I'll wait outside.
when you see somebody leave, that means that a seat's been freed up. Please call the roll.
Charles Taylor.
Here.
Carlos Stevens. Delaney Dean.
Here.
Stephen Thomas.
Here.
Are there any corrections to the minutes of last month's meeting?
None noted.
Do I have a motion to approve the minutes?
Motion to approve.
Second from Collis. Everyone in favor, say aye.
Aye.
And no opposed. As I stated earlier, it does require 4 favorable votes from the board to approve any request. There are only 4 of us here, so that means you have to have a unanimous vote for your case to be approved. You have the option to present your case today, or if you would like to table it until next month when we hopefully will have 5, you can. Is there anyone that would like to table their case until next month? Okay. Several of these cases are for administrative offices in your house, so in order to not have to ask every one of y'all the same exact questions, I'm gonna kind of run through some of the rules and do's and don'ts for home offices. So when you come up, we're gonna say, do you understand the questions we asked earlier? Do you have employees? You can have employees for your business, but they cannot show up to your house to go to work unless they already live at your house. So if it's a landscaping company, really any company, they have to meet you off-site to go to work. Do you have signs? You can have signs on your vehicle. They can have your name, phone number, social media. They cannot have your address. Nothing that gives your home address is allowed. Customer traffic. Customers cannot come to your home. You have to meet them. Again, if you're a consulting business or a boutique or anything, customers can't come to your house. You've either got to go to their house or meet off-site somewhere. Storage of inventory and supplies. These are limited to what a normal household would have. For example, if you're a painter, you can't have 50-gallon barrels of paint, sitting around. That's a huge barrel of paint. But you have to have what a normal person would have at their house for whatever kind of business you're doing. And deliveries to your home should be normal carriers such as FedEx, UPS, Post Office. We don't want 18-wheelers pulling down residential streets to unload, cases and cases of stuff. So, like I said, when you come up, some of these home offices, we're going to say, did you hear those questions and do you understand them? It just saves a little bit of time. All right, so that said, please call the first case.
Case number 1, application of appeal of Yolanda Mill for determination as use permitted on appeal section 2510 of the zoning orders having an administrative office for online sales for miscellaneous products at 1212 Fremont Street Southwest, property located in R2 single family zoning district. Come on up to the podium, Brian.
Just state your name and address and tell us what you would like us to do. And you are going to hear me say this 18 times today too. But because of COVID, we are allowing people to email from the public, email any questions they have. So questions can be sent to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. Now, if you'll state your name and address and what you would like us to do.
Yolanda Mill, 1212 Fremont Street, Southwest Decatur, Alabama. And I just want to do an online boutique. I want to have permission to store my clothing and jewelry, miscellaneous things.
Okay. Ms. Miley, as she has shared about the employees and things like that, you're just going to be a single employee?
It's just me.
Great thing, okay.
How much inventory do you expect to have?
Just starting out, I actually want to rent a space soon I just need to get started, so not much right now.
Okay. Needs to be maintained in that one room.
Yes, ma'am.
You're gonna sell online, that's good, and you heard about advertising.
Yes, ma'am.
Just can't have your address. You
Yes,
can have
ma'am.
anything, anything else on there. You just can't have your home address. All right, are there any other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? I did not set my timer, but I would assume a minute and a half has gone by. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion to grant the request from Ms. Smiley.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Charles Taylor?
Yes.
Carl Stevens? Yes. Elaine Dean?
Yes,
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
you have been approved.
Thank you.
Good luck.
Stop right here, she will give you piece of paper. Please call the next case.
Case number 2, application appeal of David L. Stoller for a determination as use permit on appeal section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have an administrative office for a lawn care business located at 207 Bluebird Lane, Southwest, property located in the R4 multifamily zoning district.
Name is David Stover. I'm at 207 Bluebird Lane, Southwest Decatur, Alabama. I'm here to apply for some lawn service license. I don't have any contract. I just got several yards that I cut. They say you had to have a license to cut in the city of Decatur. So I'm here trying to get those license.
All right, public questions can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov. Where are you gonna keep your equipment since,
My equipment, I keep it all on Hillwood Drive where my brother have. He got a private fenced in and a utility house back there, so I keep it at his house.
okay.
You heard the questions about, or the comments about employees and signs, and you just talked about storage. Do you have any employees?
No, I ain't got but 6 yards. I can do it myself, man.
Good.
And you can, once you
Yeah, you
get
can.
big enough, you can have employees, they just can't meet you at your house. They would have to meet you either at the job site or at Hardee's or, just somewhere other than, they can't come to your house and then go to the job. Other questions from the board?
I have none.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? Public testimony is now closed. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Move to approve Mr. Stover's application for administrative office.
Have a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Carl Stevens? Yes. Elaine Dean?
Yes,
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
Charles Taylor?
Yes.
it's been approved. Good luck with your business.
Thank you.
Here, give this Nancy and she'll give you. Please call the next case.
Application and appeal of Mr. Garcia for use permitted on appeal section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have an administrative office for online clothing and accessory boutique located at 2935 McDonald Drive, Southwest, property is located in the R6 Single Family Zone District.
My name is Exiani Manuel Garcia. I'm at 2935 McDonald Drive, Southwest Decatur, Alabama. And I would like to start a online boutique store selling clothing and accessories. I would be selling it wholesale, and that's why I need a license in order to buy and sell wholesale items.
Public questions can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov. You heard some of the questions I asked the first case about inventory and how big are you planning to grow this business from within this one room?
Well, right now, since I'm starting off small, if I were to get like a lot of inventory in, then I would rent like a storage space. I do have a personal storage space at my home, which I would store there, but it'll be pretty small since I'm just starting out.
You heard the question, or you heard the comments about employees and addresses and all of that earlier?
Yes, sir.
Any other questions from the board?
I do not.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? Good catch.
Correct.
There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion for the approval of Ms. Garcia's request to have a home office.
Do I have a second? Second, Hollis. Please call the roll.
Lane Dean,
Yes.
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Colin Stevens.
You have been approved.
Thank you. Thank you.
Please call the next case.
Case number 4, Alicia Alvarado, for determination as use permitted on Appeal Section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have administrative office for a residential cleaning service located at 1807 Wendover Place, Apartment A. Property is located in the R4 multifamily zoning district.
Alvarado.
Alvarado? Alvarado?
I don't remember how many we sent.
Are we looking at number 5?
4.
4.
The only one I think we sent out was case 10 that I know of.
15, and she's sitting there.
All right, we will move case number 4 to the end of the meeting. Case number 5, please call. Okay, we moved it to the end.
Okay. All right, application and appeal of Ernesto Carbajal? There you go. For determination as the use permitted on Appeal Section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have an administrative office for a handyman business located at 219 Mark Street, Southwest. Property is located in R2 Single Family Zoning District. Say that last name again. Carbajal.
Yes, sir. I'm Ernesto Carvajal. I'm trying to start my own business. Well, I live on 219 Mark Street, Southwest Decatur, Alabama.
Okay.
I'm trying to see if I can start my own business. So hopefully everything goes well.
All right, public questions can be sent to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. Were you here when I did the
Yes, ma'am.
speech? Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Kind of supplies and tools and that kind of thing are you
Just
gonna
hand tools and like skill saw
Okay.
and stuff like that.
Do you have a truck or
Yes, I got a truck. Yes, sir. And an enclosed trailer as well.
enclosed trailer?
Yes, sir.
The signage on the trailer?
No.
Okay. As she said, you can have signs.
Yes, sir.
You just can't have your street address.
Okay, that's fine.
Blood type, anything else is okay, but
Okay.
And tools, that's all fine. And, you know, things that you could have as just a normal homeowner,
Okay.
you know. If you had tons of scaffolding or cranes or, you know,
Yeah.
that kind of thing, it would be, it might be an issue. Are there other questions from the board?
I do not.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? Public testimony is now closed. There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion that Mr. Carvajal's request to have one room in his home as an office for his handyman business be granted.
Do I have a second? Second from Carlos. Please call the roll.
Charles Taylor.
yes.
Charles Stevens.
Yes.
Elaine Dean.
Yes,
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
you have been
Thank you.
approved.
Good luck.
Appreciate it. Thanks.
Case number 6, application for Leonardo M. Taylor for determination as use permit on appeal section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have administrative office for a cleaning service located at 118 Raymond Street Southwest. Property is located in R2 Single Family District.
Hello. Leonardo Maurice Taylor, 118 Raymond Street, Southwest Decatur, Alabama. Trying to pursue my own cleaning service. I clean buildings now that it's coming up for bid, so I have to have my own license to operate on my own.
Public questions can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov. Paige, will you let her know she can come in? I think we've got seats now if you wanna come sit. Were you here when I went through the? Okay. Do you have any questions about any of that? What kind of supplies, cleaning supplies do you have?
They provide their own.
Okay,
It's a state building, so they provide all their chemicals and stuff.
so you're not storing anything
Just
in
labor.
your place?
That's taking over a contract.
All right.
Great.
It's a state building, is it just you or do you have employees?
It's just me. Yes, ma'am. Yeah, it's the Alabama State Building off of Beltline behind the Shell station.
Yeah,
Again, you can have employees, they would just need to meet you there. There other questions from the board?
No.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
Comment.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
move to approve Mr. Taylor's request for a home administrative office for his cleaning service business.
Is there a second?
Second.
We do need to get you to, you missed a question?
No, that-
On your
No, that's the
question
next
there?
one.
It's okay. They found it on the original.
Okay, all right, never mind. On the one we have, it's missed. I think it's on.
Which one is it?
Seven.
7.
Question number 7 on case number 6.
Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Oh,
Says, is there an increase in traffic?
Yeah.
You shouldn't have any traffic coming to your house.
Yeah.
We just skip that
There
one.
you go. All right, thank you.
All right, we have a motion and a second, and no additional comments, so please call the roll.
Charles Stevens?
Yeah.
Elaine Dean?
Yes,
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
Charles Taylor?
yes,
you have been approved.
Thank you.
good luck with your leg too.
Please call case number 7.
Application appeal Anthony Clay for determination is use permitted on appeals section 2510 of the zoning ordinance to have administrative office for a computer consulting and repair business located at 701 Ashley Drive Southwest. Property is located in a R2 single family residential district.
Y'all time that where y'all both would come behind each other with boots?
My name is Wanda Clay. I'm here for Anthony Clay, 701 Ashley Drive, Southwest Decatur, Alabama.
Public questions can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov.
Yes, he want to use a room in the house to fix computers and for consultant, and gonna do some remote
When you say consulting,
on telephone.
okay, good answer.
She was ready for you.
She was ready. Were you here when I did all the
I
things at the
was.
beginning? Okay, good. How will he get the computers that he's gonna work on?
We'll pick them up
Okay.
and
That's a
Take
good
it.
answer. You listened.
Will Mr. Clay, will you all be advertising or anything like that as like online? Like how will people get an opportunity to perhaps patronize you all? Because there are many computers that seem to be failing now.
yeah, he probably advertise online, maybe
Okay.
Facebook or
Okay, yep.
by word of mouth or whatever.
Good, okay, thank you.
And again, you know, it's limited to one room.
One room.
If you guys get so big that you need more than one room, it'll be a good time to go rent you a store somewhere.
Yeah.
Are there any other questions from the board?
I have none.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer a motion to approve the request for Anthony Clay to use a room in his home for his computer business.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Carl Stevens. Lane Dean.
Yes.
Thank
Have
you.
been approved.
Thanks.
Case number 8, application appeal Rosalinda Perez for a determination as use permit on appeal to section 2510 of this zoning ordinance to have an administrative office for a roofing business located at 915 Tower View Street Southwest, property located in the R2 Single Family Zoning District.
Hi, my name is Rosalinda Perez. It's 915 Tower View Street, Decatur, Alabama 35601.
Tell us what you would like us to do for you today.
I wanted to open a small business company in one of my rooms.
Public questions can be sent to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. Were you here when I went through the
Yes.
rules at the beginning? Okay.
And you're a roofer?
No, my dad.
Okay.
Ms. Perez?
Yes.
As the chair has shared with you, no employees are allowed to come to your home and to meet there at the house. Someone else has brought, and not in your situation, but people sometimes would park on the street and things like that. So we are reiterating the request that for your jobs, that the people meet at the job site. So normally, that's what roofing is somewhere else, but just want to make sure that that was shared. So we appreciate that.
Does your father live at the same address
No.
as you?
But he's going to manage it from there.
If she's running the
Business,
business and
yeah.
doing the
Paperwork?
accounting there, then that's what's being done there.
That's right.
Okay, all right, the home office,
Yeah.
the administrative office, okay. Just wanted to clarify. Again, will you have any supplies or any of that at your house, or
Yes.
like what type of?
Like the shingles.
I think that's going to be a small, you wouldn't have that many, well, rephrase. When the chair asks, will you have supplies at your house, and you're talking about shingles, are you sharing that you're going to have like a warehouse full of shingles there at
No,
your
like
place?
the leftovers of that.
From a previous job?
Yes.
But you'll have
That is-
most of them shipped to the job site?
Yes.
Okay.
Well, that prompted me with another question. If you get multiple jobs, you get multiple shingles left over, you can get a pile of shingles, and that would not be a positive thing, because most of the time they discard shingles when they take them off houses.
Well, yeah, most of the houses, because there's like one or two left, and we just leave them there.
Okay, I better understand.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ms. Perez.
Any other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department?
My husband. Yes.
All right, please call the roll.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Carl Stevens.
Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Do I have a motion? I hit myself.
Madam Chair, I offer motion for the approval for Ms. Perez to have one room in a house for her roofing business.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll now.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Carl Stevens.
Yes.
Lane Dean.
Yes,
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
you have been approved. Please call case number 9.
Case number 9, application for appeal of Nico Mason for determination as a use permitted on appeal, section 2510 of the zoning ordinance, have administrative office for an online apparel business located at 1213 Connor Street Southeast.
My name is Nico Mason, 1213 Connor Street Southeast, Decatur, Alabama 35603.
I was wanting permission to open an online boutique for clothing and accessories.
Public questions can be emailed to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. Were you here at the beginning?
Yes.
Need a recording that asked that question. Were you here with the other ladies talking about
was.
boutiques? So same thing, will you have inventory that you keep at your house?
Yes.
Small
It's
amount,
very
large
small,
amount?
yes.
No customers coming to your house? Either deliver or ship to them?
Yes.
Deliver? Okay. Other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comments.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Move to approve Ms. Mason's application for administrative office for online apparel business.
Is there a second? Please call the roll.
Carl Stevens.
Yes.
Lane Dean.
Yes,
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
you have been approved.
Thank you.
Case number 10, please call.
Case number 10, application appeal of Christine Utme. Close. For use permitted on appeal section 2510 of the zoning ordinance for an administrative office for an online virtual assistant business located at 2158 Westbury Courts Southwest. Property is located in R6 Family Zoning District.
Hi, my name is Kristen Quimman from 2158 Westbury Court Southwest, Decatur, Alabama 35603, and I'm here to ask for permission to have an online virtual assistant business run out of one room in my home.
Questions from the public can be sent to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. Did you hear the things at the beginning?
Yes.
About employees and signs? Okay. I think, tell us all, what is a virtual assistant?
I'd just be providing administrative support to businesses. So, some consulting services, but
All online?
Yes.
All through the computer, through the phone?
yes.
Okay.
Miss, you said a virtual assistant is what you're doing?
Yes.
Okay. An advertisement for you, is that like, how will one find out that you're doing and take advantage of your services?
It'd be online, and then I'd also be advertising at like the Chamber of Commerce and things like that, so getting
Okay.
out.
Good. I'm just trying to make sure that, because it sounds like a business that probably will take off now, especially when you all need help that way. Okay.
And it's not something you would have inventory, I mean, just normal
No.
office setup?
Okay.
All right, any other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comments.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
So moved.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Lane Dean.
Yes.
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Carl Stevens.
Yes.
Been approved.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Please call the next case.
Where are we?
11.
11, application to appeal James Morrill for the following setback variance in order to construct a new home located at 1114 9th Street Southeast. Property is located in an R3 single-family zoning district. It'll be a 15-foot side yard setback from Somerville Road from section 2514 and a 6-foot 8-inch front yard setback from section from 9th Street from section 2510-10-2C.
We just tried to make it where it's, you know,
Will you state your name and address?
James Morrill. Do you want my home address? 2512 Quince Drive.
BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov can be used for anybody that needs to email in a question. Okay, tell us what you would like us to do.
Well, we're just trying to make it to where it fits in, where it faces towards the 9th Street. So that would, and it would make it even with the other houses.
These lots have already been combined?
Yes.
Okay.
I think. Right, Travis? They've been combined?
No.
Or they
No, it's
will
two
be?
separate lots, but yeah, two lots. That's why we have to do it, because it's,
So do you combine the lots now after I take it you're building a home that will cover both lots, one single structure that'll cover both lots, right?
yes.
Okay, so with that, sooner or later, the lots will have to be combined for tax purposes, wouldn't
Well, it will be before they get a permit.
Right.
it? Okay, understood, all right.
I assume that you've already talked to these two guys over here about getting them consolidated, right?
Have we?
What's the question?
Or planning folks about having them consolidated, the lots?
I've not talked to them about consolidating.
Okay, you'll need to do that before you get your building permit.
Okay. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So the proposed structure will line up on 9th Street with the
Yes.
houses adjacent to it
Yes.
on Somerville Road with the houses on Somerville Road.
Well, no, it'll line up with 9th Street.
Yeah,
It's the
it'll-
corner lot.
Yes.
The 15-foot setback will actually line up with the houses on Somerville Road, the front of their
Yes.
houses. The
Yeah.
side of that house will line
Yeah, I
up with the front of
misunderstood.
theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So it'll just look uniform and
That's why we're doing it.
sure.
Any other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department?
Definitely. Thank you.
Okay.
There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion for the approval of the variance setbacks as requested by Mr. Morrow.
All right, we have a motion and a second. Please call the roll.
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
Charles Taylor?
Yes.
Carl Stevens? Glenn Dean?
Yes. This has been approved.
Thank you.
Just hang around, and we've got another one next.
Yeah, you're right next. Application appeal James Morrow for a 3-foot 8-inch lot width variance reduction from section 2510-9 2F at 2218 Morgan Avenue Southwest. Property is located in a R2 single-family zoning district.
Just state your name and address again.
James Morrill, 2512 Quince Drive. Basically, the old setbacks, it has to be 70 foot wide. So that's why we're asking for a variance, because the lot that I bought was 130, or 130,
140,
100,
130 something.
yeah,
130,
135.
yeah.
So that's why we need the variance to do the two houses. When I actually haven't even bought it yet, so it's contingent on me buying it that I can do two lots.
All right, questions from the public or comments from the public can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov. If you want to understand, one lot would be in compliance and you just need the variance on the second lot?
Yes,
Okay.
To build two houses on.
build two,
Okay,
yes.
understood.
Other questions from the board? Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department?
It wouldn't be consolidated. This could be two separate.
Yeah,
Two,
it'd just be
not
a
consolidated, two
a
separate,
split.
yeah, split
Dividing
right in half.
one lot
Or not,
into two.
yeah, right.
Split, but one of them is in compliance and the other one's a little lighter. Okay.
Yep.
Understood.
There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Motion to approve Mr. Morrell's request to have a lot 10A, a 3.68-foot variance to get it down to 66.32 feet.
Second.
Have a motion and a second, please call the roll.
Charles Taylor?
Yes?
Charles Stevens?
Yes.
Elaine Dean?
Yes,
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
you have been approved
Thank you.
twice. Please call case number 13.
Application to appeal of Joan B. Schott for a 5-foot side yard variance from section 2510-2E2 in order to place an accessory structure in the backyard at 2207 Birch Street Southeast. Property is located in a R1 single-family zoning district.
Joan Schott, 2207 Birch Street, Southeast Decatur. I have an old shed in my backyard. I'd like to tear it down and replace it with a nicer, larger structure and add an attached patio. This would take up kind of the back corner of my yard, and the way it is, my property fence is on the property line, and my neighbor's fence is about 5 feet away, so it really won't impact anyone. There'll still be about 5 feet from my fence to where his fence is.
Questions from the public can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov. So in these pictures, your fence is the
chain link.
chain link, okay.
And it's on the property line?
Yes.
Okay.
And I eventually want to get rid of all that fence and have a nicer fence put up.
Will you, sir, will you show the photo of the chain, that photo there? So, Ms. Schott, you are explaining to us that your property is the one with the chain link fence.
Right.
And then you are asking to build a
All the way
building.
to that.
Right, to that. But if you put that building there without any kind of a setback, as you are sharing, yes, the person who has the wooden fence there, they moved off the line, but that easement there, is there an easement associated with that? Because someone's got to be, you know, if you
Well,
put that right there, that's, who's
There's
going to maintain that?
there's not an easement there. See, here's a survey, at least it's not showing that there's an easement between the property line.
Okay. But if she takes it all the way back to the fence. all
The
right.
neighbor could actually, if they got a new fence, their property line, your property line would be right there together.
So it's on the property line, that fence.
Right, yours is on the property
Yeah.
line, theirs is not.
Yeah.
Okay.
But if you put your fence, but if you put your home, I mean, the structure, in my mind, I think you're asking that your wall of your structure will be right in line with the chain link fence or very near it. Now, are you gonna remove the fence?
Yes.
So you're gonna pull the fence down?
Eventually. It'll take a little while to get all this
Sure,
done.
but the fence will be down, and then I guess you're gonna put in a wooden fence to connect that to block off the, so your house, your new structure will, park fence, structure, then remaining fence.
And I know that I would have to, any roof overhang would have to be,
On your side of the line.
right on my side of the line. But I was thinking it would be less, for me to try to keep up weeds and things that would grow behind the structure and the fence, and it'd be hard to get to if I just got it all the way to the property line.
I hear you.
What would prevent you from building 5 feet off your property line?
Well, I wouldn't have as much room there to have a bigger shed and have the patio with it.
You're saying that you couldn't?
And it's hard to really grow anything in that area. That's a lot of trees, and so it's hard to, keep it weeded and make it look nice there. You can't really have grass back there.
Can I ask which corner is going to be of this drawing right here? Where are the doors and windows going to be facing, off of this corner right here?
Well, let me see if I have another drawing with me. The door would face, there'd be one door that would, nothing would face the neighbors. It would all be facing into my yard. And the windows too.
So the top right-hand corner would actually be that back corner? Well, that wouldn't be right, because that's the covered patio.
Patio doors would be this way.
Good Lord, Mr.
This would be in that back corner
Yeah,
section.
let's pretend this
And
is
this
the,
door would be
let's
towards
pretend
my
this is
property,
the back corner. And so the door's gonna be facing this way?
towards my house.
Okay, so that would be this door?
This would be towards my garden where I keep a lot of flowers.
Right, but it's kind of be sitting, if this is a corner, it kind of be sitting in here like this?
And this door, this is another door here.
Well, this door's
Would
going out,
face towards my house.
that door.
Back of my house,
So they would actually be sitting like that.
yes.
So there's a window looking off that way.
If I had that, it would be way up high. I wouldn't have to have that.
Okay. Okay, so the only limitation you're gonna have of putting a building right up against a property line like that, and this is a construction, it's not necessarily zoning, but once you get closer than, as close as 5 feet, inside of 5 feet, either way, to the property line, you'll have firewalls. So you'll have a special construction requirement because it's closer than 5 feet. So so this window may not be able to be there.
Okay.
You may not be able to have that opening. You'll have to get with our building guy when you get the permit for this. Is this a prefab building?
No, no.
It's all gonna be stick built? Who's building it for you?
Williams Construction.
Okay. Well, they'll have to get with them, but it may end up requiring, you lay the sheet rock in on the wall up around it, so it may be an added cost to actually push it up against the property line.
I see.
And that window may not be able to be there, and if this door is within 5 feet, and it looks like it may be, you may have to move your door over some. So it just depends.
Okay.
But if you move it 5 feet off, you're good to go. Has anybody talked to anyone up at the building department about the construction of this?
No, thought I should try to get the variance first.
Well,
before proceeding.
it'd probably be good to have your builder actually talk to one of the guys at the building department that could actually give you a heads up on what's gonna have to be involved with the construction of it.
Okay.
I didn't see where that was. Now, this covered patio,
That would face the
that's gonna face the
majority
back
of
of
my
your
yard.
house?
if you need
No,
Or it's gonna turn the other way?
This is gonna face the backyard of.
All right, so
Yeah, and
your
I mean,
house is over here.
I mean, she could put,
And this
if y'all
is gonna
granted to
face
go
this
where
way.
she wants it, then she
Yeah, the
just have
house
to
is
meet the
up
building
here.
requirement.
Okay.
And
So
If
the
the
property,
building
you're talking
department tells
about
her-
this.
Well, it may
Makes
be-
it too
it
cost
may be-
effective.
line.
Yes.
You may move it off.
All right, let
Move it
me,
off, then it wouldn't have a problem.
I want to repeat my question again one more time on the,
Because I don't.
why you
this-
can't move it off the property
If I'm the
line. Your
neighbor
lot
whose
is
house that
90
is,
feet wide, and
this thing looks
this
like it's
structure's
gonna
only
be really,
14
really
feet
tall.
wide.
Well,
then you
I
put a real
have an
tall
extensive
structure
flower
inside this
garden that
backyard.
I've worked on for years.
Yeah.
And I kind of wanted to keep that intact. Because this other area that I'm trying to use is just wasting space.
Yeah.
It's hard to, grow anything there, and it's unsightly.
Knew about it and all the other things. That's a tall. Ms. Shaw?
Yes.
Mike, looking at your diagram, you're sharing that the front portion is 8 feet, and then you have, with the pitch of the roof, that almost looks like 8 feet also, which would be like 16 feet. How tall are the houses in your neighborhood? Because this looks as though it's from a neighbor's standpoint. Once you put that large of a structure exactly on the property line, it's going, when they come out their backyard, they're gonna, that's, not just your house, that's what they're gonna see. And that's, I'm thinking of your neighbors now, that I'm hesitant, is what I'm sharing. I'm hesitant, because of the size and putting it right on the property line. And I know that you have not had an opportunity to talk with the building department to find out whether or not what the construction would be to go into that, that building, because I know sometimes we may have ideas of what the building would be, and then when the professionals get into it, and then they share some fire wall concerns and things like that, that it may be something that would be a little different or what have you, so. But you are saying you got brick columns on it, so. Okay.
Are there other questions from the board?
We recommend a table on it.
Yep.
Comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
No one feels comfortable.
I'll move to approve this,
Is there a second?
just to bring it up to a vote.
All right, so by offering a second, it still comes up for a vote.
I know, but she's gonna need all four of us to approve it, and it's not gonna, you know, I don't know whether I could vote yes for it. I would like to allow them 1 month to figure out what they need to do. Because once we say no, it's over with, they can't come back.
Oh, no, they can come back. They just
But it's-
have to make another appeal.
Yeah, but it's a time limit, they can't come back monthly, can they?
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know if there's ever been a time limit.
Yeah, I don't think.
I don't think there is.
You could make an identical request, but if there was something changed, reconfigured or moved or something like that, it would be a different request.
If it was identical, it would be 6 months.
There's a delay, but I think it's 6 months. I don't think it's a year, but I think it's 6 months.
Well, allow me another question since you're sharing in your write-up that your neighbor at 2209, which seems to me would be your next door neighbor, is the only person that it would affect. So is the fence, maybe I have a bad understanding. I was thinking that this fence right here was to your back door neighbor. So is that fence to
I
your
have an
side door
alley.
neighbor?
There's an alley in my backyard. I'm on an alley.
Yeah, see that,
It's
Alan?
a side door neighbor, or the,
Yeah, it's just one side.
Oh,
the
okay,
back
so
corner.
the request is not for your backyard, it's
It's
for your side yard?
Side yard variance.
Oh, okay, and so, wait a minute. This is a little better for me to understand. Okay, you're sharing with me that you're planning to build the building on your property line on the side. Your neighbor who lives next door to you, that would be on that side. Have you talked with your neighbor and shared that you're going to do this?
No, I have not. I haven't seen him out to talk to him.
You got a letter.
Oh, the actual neighbor did get notification that
Yeah.
they're going to do this
all
to them?
adjoining property owners.
Okay. That's better then, if we have been
His
confirmed that the
property kind
neighbor.
of, it rises a little bit. I don't know if you can tell. And I think that's why he has his fence on the higher ground there.
Yes, ma'am.
Which is really about 5 feet from the property line.
Okay. But
And
this
he and
is-
I just kind of take turns maintaining between there.
Okay, I am better understanding. I'm looking at a side fence, not a rear fence.
Right.
And so if you build yours where your chain link is,
Mhm.
that's still on your property line, but still away from that property
That's
line.
right.
It looks as though it goes a long way down
It
to the
does.
alley.
It does.
Which in turn would give you, your situation, because then when you build your fence there, okay, and the person has been notified. Okay, I'm ready to support your motion.
Okay, do we need to do a new motion?
Yes.
He made a motion to
Okay.
approve. I was waiting on a second.
Oh, second then, I
All
apologize.
right.
Thank you, Madam Chair, for allowing me to get clarification on that.
Absolutely. There being no further comments, please call the roll.
Carla Stevens? Yes. Blaine Dean?
Yes.
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
Charles Taylor?
Oh, I hate to do it, but I'm gonna have to vote no.
Please call the next case.
Where are we at? 15. Application to appeal administrative decision from Eleanor Bailey from section 25.
You skipped
oh,
one,
oh,
14.
14, all right, I knew I was off one. Application to appeal administrative decision from Kelly Roy? There it is. From section 2510.82G for a 6-foot height variance in order to construct a new home located at 4860 Indian Hills Road, Southeast. Property is located in the AG1 district.
Yes, please represent
State your name and address and what you would like us to do.
My name is Jeffrey Tom. I'm the builder project manager for America's Home Place. We will be building a new construction home for Miss Roachek at 4860 Indian Hills Road, Southeast.
Questions or comments from the public can be emailed to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. You're looking for a height, 6-foot variance on height, and this is needed because the basement is considered not a basement since it opens up to the front, basically.
That's correct. That's correct.
What I'm reading. And it doesn't open to the back because of the way the lot slopes.
That's correct. The lot slopes from the back of the property down to the front of the property, or to the street. An increase. That's correct. And because of the garage, and then it steps down to where the finished basement portion is going to be, you have your first floor and second floor. Because they're considering the basement floor now first floor, they're counting second, third, up to the roof line, it exceeds by about 3.5 feet. So we asked for a 6-foot variance just in case, so we didn't want to go any higher than that.
I'm assuming the other houses around it are probably.
There's only one other house, and that's on the left of their property, but the way the plane is and where the cut line is going to be, it's not going to exceed the height of the house to the left. It's going to look like a typical 2-story house. The cut line is going to be down the slope on the right of the house where the basement level is going to be.
If the basement wasn't there, the height wouldn't be an issue.
That's correct,
Just
yes.
because that's considered part of the main
Yes.
house. Okay, that makes sense. Are there other questions from the board?
Yes, sir. And you say you're with American Home Place?
America's Home Place.
America's Home Place?
That's correct.
Y'all got a website and stuff?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do. We build in several states. We have our office here in Huntsville. We have an office in Oxford, Tuscaloosa, Opelika, Auburn.
Sure, but still, Huntsville. Okay,
Yeah.
that's good. That's real good. Okay, beautiful picture of your home. It really does look good. I have no other questions. I take it that's like a America's Home Place and just Google it. It'll show.
Yeah, you can go on Google. You can go to our Facebook. We have. Well, you can check out our company. We've been in business since I believe 1972.
Great. Thank you.
Well,
Questions or comments from the public? Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion for the approval.
Is there a second? Please call the roll.
Elaine Dean.
Yes.
Stephen Thomas.
Yes.
Charles Taylor.
Yes.
Charles Stevens.
Yeah.
It looks really, really
It
pretty.
really does.
Thank you.
It looks like a beautiful place.
yeah, we've been anxious to get started on this
Looks
house.
like a lot of stairs, but it looks really pretty.
Yeah, I bet you can't get nervous after, especially after Charles shot come up.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you.
All right.
Case number 15.
Application and appeal of administrative session by Eleanor Bailey from section 25-1 in order to place an accessory structure in the front yard at 214 Robinson Street Southwest. Property is located in the R2 Single Family Zone District.
State your name and your address.
Eleanor Bailey, 214 Robinson Street.
Questions and comments from the public can be sent to bozaquestions@decatur-al.gov. All right, Ms. Bailey, tell us what it is you would like us to do for you.
Build a top, a carport for my car.
Okay. Is the carport already built?
Uh-huh. It's not completed. They told me, to wait till this meeting before we could complete it.
Typically, we would have liked you to come before you started construction on the carport to get your approval before construction, begins.
And I didn't realize that. Other people had built them and said that they didn't have to have one, so I didn't know it was necessary.
Your carport is, according to this drawing, about almost 9 feet away from the house. 8 foot 10 inches. If it had been within 5 feet of the house.
So it should have been closer to the house.
Well, it would have eliminated a lot of problems, yes.
Okay.
Yep. That's what it is.
And within 5 feet, it would be considered part of your house and would eliminate the issue we have here.
I got no problem with
And it should have just been closer to the house.
Well,
it needed a front yard setback, maybe.
yeah, there's a front yard setback also. The front of that carport.
Yeah, front yard is,
Let's see, this is.
hang on here. I forget what,
Front yard setback is 35 feet for R2.
so 35, so she's asking for, how wide was it, 8 foot? 8 foot 10, so it was up against the front of the house, like on the garage attached to the house.
It'd be okay.
Well, no, it wouldn't.
Still would have to get a variance.
You still would have to get a variance, but it wouldn't be an accessory structure in the front
It
yard.
wouldn't be an accessory structure, right? It'd just be a front yard setback variance.
Yeah. Let's do that.
So what is the distance from the front of the carport to the,
17 feet?
yeah, so that's still a long way.
Right at it.
Yeah.
Let's see if we can find that.
Yeah.
Where is
So if she connected that structure to the house, it still needs a pretty hefty setback variance.
Right. Not 2214.
It kind of is what it is, though. It's already there. And so it's not, you're not gonna tear it down, so. It is. I'm ready.
That's your house there?
214. Does that look like your house? Where the red dot is?
Yeah, yeah. Okay.
So basically about where your car's sitting, is where you want that,
Mm-hmm.
or where it's built.
That's it.
Of course, if you look down the street both ways,
Yeah. You don't see anything, do you?
where's that other one that you said?
It's not on that picture, on the date of that one, it's not there. I don't know when it was put up.
Somebody put another one up over there.
Yeah, across the street and
Yeah,
down
across the
about,
street.
down about a house or so, there's
2013 is the.
a metal,
Metal.
Oh, well, they probably didn't get a permit for that one either.
no,
Yours not metal? Is yours metal?
No, it's not metal.
Oh,
it's got nice
Yeah.
4x4, 6x6 post, and,
Oh, okay. Beautiful.
but it's just,
Well, it
It'll
is
have a
what it is.
metal roof, but it don't have no metal side.
I understand. Okay. I have no further questions.
did you have a contractor to build this for you?
My son,
Oh, okay. A contractor probably would have come to get a building permit beforehand, I guess.
All right, any other questions from the board?
No question.
Comments from the public?
Got nothing.
Hmm?
Said I got nothing.
From the building department? You got
No
nothing?
comments.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion for the approval for the building, for the carport, for the driveway accessory in the front of the house for Miss Bailey.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
Charles Taylor?
I guess I'm the bad guy again. No,
Carlos Stevens? Yeah. Lane Dean?
Doesn't matter what I vote, it's not unanimous. Unfortunately, you have not been approved. Oh,
yeah, you need to.
no,
Okay. All right, since she hasn't been approved,
it's not.
is not approved.
it's not approved.
So it'll have to be torn down.
Yes, ma'am.
But if I want to get a metal one put up,
You won't get a metal one, you need to get a permit.
get a permit for a metal one.
And then, if it meets the requirements of the zoning ordinance, you'll be able to build it. If not, you'll have to come and ask for something like what you're doing right now to get it. But the wood one may be okay, but it just doesn't meet the zoning ordinance. It hasn't.
Wrong.
So if you could put in a carport somewhere on your property that would allow, that the board would approve, then you need to come back and ask for it. But you need to get you a permit first. You need to get you got a survey, but you need to ask for a permit for it first. And give us a set of plans and get a contractor or whoever. And then at that point, we'll review it and send it to the board if it doesn't meet the zoning ordinance.
Okay, if I get someone to put a metal one up, if they have a license and all,
If they come and apply for a building permit, and
They
it
can
doesn't
put
meet
it-
the zoning ordinance, you come back here.
because
They don't, they don't,
it'd be in the same place where it is now, just right over the car.
well, again, it depends on what the board says. Whether it's metal or wood, doesn't matter.
Yeah,
It's just you gotta get the procedure right.
okay,
So it got built first without a variance, without a building permit.
yeah,
So it's gotta come down.
okay,
And then if you wanna do something different, then you come back and apply for a building permit first.
okay.
Or have your contractor apply, whoever. you do-
Whoever's
if
gonna
you do-
put it up, they
right,
can apply for it.
Right,
Okay, okay,
all right.
thank you.
Thank you. Case number 16.
Case 16, application appeal of Gray Hughes for a 10-foot 6 side yard variance from section 251082E in order to build an attached garage at 1409 Fairway Drive Southeast. Property is located in R1 Single Family Zone District. Sixteen.
My name is Blake McAnally. I'm with Pewright McAnally at 310 8th Avenue Northeast and representing Mr. Gray Hughes, the property owner at 1409 Fairway. Mr. Hughes is also here today. We are requesting a side yard setback variance. Mr. Hughes has bought a piece of property that he's renovating the property and trying to enclose the existing garage and build a new garage. We've looked at several options. We've talked with the building department. We've talked with Mr. Sims also, and we looked at options of doing a detached garage. We looked at an option of doing a detached garage and moving it to the back of the property, as is required by the zoning to get it in the back of the house. Then we've also looked at the option of doing an attached with a setback variance. A couple of hardships that we have on the property. This is an R1 lot with a 45-foot front yard setback, but the houses along that lot are set back anywhere from 50 to 70, and in fact, this home is set back 70 feet from the front line. And of course, it was that way when Mr. Hughes bought it. Also, on the back of this property, there's a 15-foot utility easement, drainage easement, and this easement is a drainage ditch, in fact, which collects water from the adjacent property and from the backyards of all the homes along this street. So to be able to go in the backyard with a 15-foot easement in the ditch and then the house being pushed so far back than what is normal, there's not really any room to get the garage in. So it is confined by those dimensions. If we did push the house to the back, also there's going to be a lot of green space that gets taken up. There's a really large hardwood tree that would have to be taken down, which is very nice characteristic of the neighborhood. And in consideration of his neighbors, Mr. Hughes is pushing it to the back, but also block the view sight lines for the homes that are behind him. And he wishes not to do that. So what we're asking for is an option where we will attach a garage to the existing house with a breezeway. And in doing that, the 15-foot side yard setback comes into play. But to get the two-car garage in at a minimum width, we're asking for a variance of 10.5 feet in the 15-foot setback for the garage. And I do have a sketch of this. I'm sorry I don't have copies of it, but essentially that's the request, and be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Is that it?
Questions or comments from the public can be sent to BOZA questions at decatur-al.gov.
Oh, the tree. Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. So you can see beyond the house, the large tree in the back, and you can see the significantly large front yard, the very small backyard. That's just, for whatever reason, decades ago, that's the way the houses were built. They were just really pushed back off the road, so it squeezes the backyard to almost nothing.
How will you get to the garage? Does the driveway go down the left-hand side of the house there?
Yes,
that's it right
the
there.
driveway will basically, I do have a plan here of the house. So you're looking at what is the front door here, and currently this is the portion of the house that the driveway goes all the way back here, and two-car garage that is going to be enclosed. So what he's going to do is build the new garage here, so the driveway actually will be a little bit shorter than it is right now and the cars will come right into that to that garage.
Front entry then?
Yes, sir. It is front entry, but it's in the back half of the house. That's a landscape buffer. Yeah. You mind just standing up and showing them that? Here's a picture of the existing condition, just to help you understand.
Okay. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. I drove by it the other day.
There's a lot of mature landscaping. There is some additional landscaping planned, and to be able to create some buffers.
Any other questions from the board?
I have none.
I know the adjacent property owner did get a copy of this request. Has there been any communications with the?
Yes, that's all with Mr. Jeremy Jones is my neighbor.
The realtor? Jeremy Jones is the realtor? Oh, you can't believe him. Okay.
It's his vision from his backyard out to what is now the Cook property, used to be the golf course,
Right.
that if he would be cutting off if he went in the back. So that's why I'm trying to pull it front, not to cut off that vision of the old golf course for all the neighbors.
Okay. That's all the questions I have.
So it'll be even with the back now?
It's in the back half, not quite even.
Okay, but you're not adding a whole lot of additional footage?
No, overall square
About 5
footage
feet.
of the
About
garage.
5 feet, okay.
I think the way it's drawn, it extends about 5 feet.
Okay,
So this is the front door, and this is the existing back of the house, so I'm just going a little bit in the back. Driveway comes all the way through here now, so basically we're building the garage on top of what's now the
Okay.
driveway.
Right.
but it's not gonna stick out?
No, not at all.
Way past the edge
It'll
of
be
the house.
connected right there, so it'll be monolithic as far as the look from the front elevation.
And enclosing in the current garage and stuff like that. I mean, building some, like game room, playroom, or whatever you're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I can't,
Game room, playroom, whatever, inside of the current garage or what have you, like that. You said you were closing
yeah,
that off.
it's a den, a living room den.
It will be, my wife is a second grade teacher. Here
Oh.
It will be a workspace for her.
Oh, okay, good.
And
I was just like getting ideas to see what people are doing.
Any other questions from the board? Comments from the public?
Thank you.
Comments from the building department?
No comment.
Comments from the planning department? There being no further comments, this appeal is presented to the board for its ruling. Is there a motion?
Madam Chair, I offer motion that we grant the request from Mr. Hughes with the 10-foot, 6-inch side yard setback.
Is there a second?
Second.
Please call the roll.
Charles Taylor?
Yes.
Charles Stevens? Lane Dean?
Yes.
Stephen Thomas?
Yes.
It has been approved. All right, we need to
We
recall.
got
case
one more,
number
Alicia
4.
Alvarado.
That one I know.
I can't say it with a mask on.
Miss Alvarado? All right, there's a no-show. We don't have to have a motion.
Motion to dismiss
Yep.
that case.
Motion to
due
dismiss
no-show.
case number 4. Do I have a second?
Second.
That one is dismissed. Do we have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Adjourn.
All right, there we go.
Is that it? You don't have to carry that?